Field today. Osman Kakai is the last wing-back standing. That's because Moses Odubajo is suspended after seeing red in midweek. Lee Wallace is injured, and the exciting Sam McCallum is not yet ready after his illness. So if they do stick with the back three today, then George Thomas would be the likeliest candidate to play one of the wing-back roles. He's done it before briefly here and at Scunthorpe. Illness deprives them of the services of Lyndon Dykes up front, but Charlie Austin, even if he isn't 100%, is certainly an excellent replacement. And there is a first league start for Rangers for Andre Dazelle, a new arrival from Ipswich. Only 6 substitutes available to Mark Warburton today. Well, there have been many departures for Barnsley of significance. In contrast, they are able to name an unchanged side today, the same 11 that began the defeat to Luton on Tuesday. New coach Marcus Schopp has adopted Valérien Ismaël's familiar 3-4-3 system, but he's adapted it as well. Callum Styles' role as a left wing-back without the ball and a central player when they're in possession is certainly a talking point. They seem to be getting the ball forward a little less urgently this season, but they are keen to maintain that direct element that's been a hallmark of the recent past. The intensity of their pressing certainly will not change. And joining me in Shepherd's Bush today is Keith Andrews, and you've got your spotlight trained on a particular battle in store today. Yeah, you've touched on the position, and we're thinking he may well play, looking at it now, maybe play right wing back, so he'll have a tough task against Callum Styles. He'll have a lot of help behind him with Rob Dickie. But he's a bright player, very sharp, but it's an attacking switch that he's had to make, Mark Warburton. I think when you look at Barnsley, their wing-backs have been so pivotal to the success they've had. Callum Britton, working briefly at MK Dons, delighted to see his development, and he will be a handful today for Kakai. Gavin Ward is the referee today. He has a namesake on the QPR bench today in their goalkeeping coach. And the majority of the players taking the knee ahead of kickoff to great applause around the stadium. So Barnsley with a contrasting start to the season so far, a win, a draw, a defeat. Probably their best performance was the draw. Their worst was probably the win. But Freezer, has he beaten the offside? The verdict is yes. And he has beaten Giành as well, and Barnsley off to a flyer. Dominic Freezer with the breakthrough.
Well, Barnsley, quite simply, are not an easy team to play against. QPR are trying to play out, but the pressure is relentless. Such on the gaps at the back, and it's the left wing back Kakai. He's not in line with the rest of his defence. He pushes up far too quickly. Rest of that back line in sync. They're looking across at him. The ball down the line from Kitching. Freezer makes the run. The touch is good, and the finish off the slick surface into the near post and past the HØNG. They've looked really, really lively whenever they've got anywhere near that 18-yard box.
Well, there's that clinical touch which Marcus Schopp has. So Austin with Kitching. Device trying to get a hold of Hellick. Yang with some positive goalkeeping in the crowd there. This is Benson, and Styles keeps it alive! And it's to Crawley Woodrow, the captain is there. And Barnsley in total command here at Loftus Road.
Well, they've been too hot to handle, Barnsley. They really have. They've been sharp in every aspect of this game so far. That's been closing down their passing, their movements. Again, second phase corner kick. The HØNG does well to get it there, and it's all about this 1-2. Nobody decides to stay with Callum Styles. Benson produces a lovely little ball down the side. Good composure, good care, because it's a slick surface. Back across into a dangerous area. And Crawley Woodrow, where you would expect every good centre-forward to be, for a very simple finish, but it's all about the movement. Styles initially, then Cauley Woodrow, and he is seething.
Well, urgent changes being made by Mark Warburton in the aftermath there. And Rangers are able to move on with it. It's Johansson. Willock. Chair with him. 4 in the box here. And Chair. Oh, that is fantastic! And it's going to be a very interesting final quarter of an hour here. Ilias Chair with a moment of inspiration for Queen's Park Rangers.
Well, this goal starts with Chris Willock's desire to dig in defensively for his team, and then he drives forward. The strength, the awareness to just find Chair. And it is tight, no doubt. Very, very tight. He does brilliant though. The close control, the balance. Just chops it back inside Civic. And once he gets into that area, he's probably looking for the blue and white shirt initially. Not obvious. Could he have possibly? Then he backs himself. Why not? I have got the ability to do this. Go and get your goal, son. And he absolutely does. See the glance across. He's looking for his teammates. Brad Collins probably anticipating that as well. Brilliant finish.
Well, a moment worthy of many of the great names that have worn the number 10 shirt for Queen's Park Rangers. Rangers supporters. Adoma. Beautiful for Chair. Barbe making the overlap. Here he is. Plenty in there. Austin's in there! Rescue mission complete! And that's Queen's Park Rangers. When they are down, they just keep coming back.
Well, they just kept going and going and going, QPR. And again, left-hand side space. The change of system, winger, full-back overlapping against a wing-back, Callum Britton. Can't get there quick enough. Charlie Austin has had a few good opportunities, but that's when he comes into his own. That movement, that cuteness about how he finds the space, and then the composure to find the target. I do think Brad Collins will be disappointed. He's had a good game, but they've thrown the kitchen sink at it in the second half, and they've got the rewards.
Well, the emotion pouring out of Mark